Yes, I do need a little bit of time. So let's there we go. Addie Pie just put a GIF up in there of the figure skating intro from Persona 5. Nice. So I'm just trying to think of something that we can do to sort of fill time, maybe discuss a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, last year you guys predicted NHL winners. Since it's hockey night in Canada, I guess Saturday is hockey night in Canada.
Yeah.
More predictions. Let me bring up the. Let me figure out how I can bring up the game list, and we'll discuss that while I look through the challenges.
Yeah. Now Matt is a hockey fan.
Oh, well, I enjoy hockey, but I don't follow the NHL very closely, so I am as good as picking blind.
Excellent. We know our favorite teams.
Hockey, yes.
New England Patriots. No, wait.
Very good. Does anybody in this room actively follow hockey?
Okay, it looks like...
my grandson's a hockey player, and he got a hat trick this year. So
that's amazing.
Okay, it looks like...
Tate is our local expert.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matthew.
It looks like games are starting right now.
Perfect.
So
who's starting now?
Well, don't look at the screen because because some of them are in progress, so there might be some scores.
Okay, so we won't look at the screen.
So the first one that's going right now is the Oilers versus the Stars.
Stars. Ooh.
Wow, that was extremely quick, and right now
we're in BC.
The Stars are up 5-3. So
yeah, I was gonna say, don't we have to assume that like most Canadian teams are just garbage right now?
Okay, playing right now, Coyotes versus the Sens.
Are the Sens one of the good ones that aren't garbage?
No, I'm sure the Sens are also garbage, but I
don't
want to give it to the Coyotes.
Yeah, it's like Coyotes on
I'm gonna say Coyotes.
I'm calling Sens just out of loyalty.
Yeah, I'm with Kate. I'm totally going with this. If the mascots actually fought.
Yeah. Exactly.
Politicians versus wild scavenge animals.
Yeah, if there's a group of people who are going to be good at hockey, it's the House of Sober Second Thought.
Exactly.
That's what I always say.
Well, right now it's tied 2-2 in overtime. So
maybe we'll split conversation. All right,
so we may even find out the answer before we're done here.
Moving on, another game that's live right now is the Panthers versus the Kings.
Oh, do we want to try and guess by how much we think they'll win too?
I
think Kings.
Kings.
Yeah. They sound a bit more important.
By how much?
I don't know anything about either team. This is out of loyalty to Will and to antagonize James,
right? Yeah. Or like a not a tie game. Anyways, the Kings.
Some reasonings.
Kings. I'm going with Kings on that one.
All right. Well, right now, according to it's like on a scrolling loop, so I have to keep going back to the current games.
You can see them across the top of the screen.
Oh, no peeking, Matt.
I can't see them. I know they're across the top. Of the screen.
I was like, where would I find out about hockey games? I guess NHL.com. Like I'm not a sports person. Right now, the Kings are up 1-0 over the Panthers, but it's only the first period, so who knows what's happening. Our next thing is the Maple Leafs versus the Canadiens. This game has not started yet.
That's a tough one for me because I lived in Toronto, and so I feel compelled to have to pick the Leafs. Second off, I saw the Habs play at Montreal Forum eating smoked meat. I think I might have to say the Canadiens.
Yeah, Montreal.
I'm gonna follow Kate's lead. Montreal.
So my dad,
because of the Christmas sweater, the hockey sweater.
My dad is a Maple Leafs fan. Whereas I, like all true Canadians, like nothing more than to bag on the Leafs.
Right.
So I gotta go with Montreal.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll figure out. We'll see if Montreal
so you
gets
know
there.
all the names then. Montreal. They're the Montreal Canadiens. They're also the
Habs.
Which means what?
Les habitants.
Okay.
All right. Next game that is happening tonight. There's a lot of NHL games happening tonight. There's the Hurricanes versus the Sabres.
What versus what?
Carolina Hurricanes versus the Buffalo Sabres.
Ooh, Buffalo Sabres all the way. They have Sugimoto.
But apparently they're just dire.
I don't know if that's a joke or not. I was like, is there a Japanese guy in the NHL? Probably.
He is a fake player from the 70s.
Hurricane does more damage, though, right?
Yeah. You could have told me they had Nat Buttcrack, and I'd be like, what an unfortunate name for a professional hockey player.
But like the Sugimoto thing is an actual like NHL meme.
Yeah, because they used to do all the draft picks and everything via phone and everything, and people started drafting players from Eastern Europe, from Russia and stuff like that.
Okay.
So the coach of the Buffalo Sabres was like, well, all right, like we're gonna make up a player, and his name's gonna be Sugimoto. He plays for the Tokyo Katanas. Like nobody knows anything about Japanese hockey. There was not a hockey scene there at the time, and they just said we're gonna draft this guy.
Okay.
And they made a uniform. He had a locker.
Wow.
So
It
there's
did
actually
not
like
exist.
you
This
see
is
people
amazing
show up
trivia.
to Buffalo games in Sugimoto jerseys.
I want one.
Really?
Like that is the only hockey jersey I want.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's such good trivia. Thank you, Andrew. As an
You're
appreciator of trivia, I love this.
Yeah. So
All right.
I gotta go with the Sabres on this one.
I'm gonna go with Hurricanes.
All right, hold on.
Hurricanes.
I gotta pull
Whoa.
up my next game, which is I'm just going whatever is on the top of
Yeah.
the NHL schedule
Well,
for
that's on
November
top.
18th. The New York Islanders at the Tampa Bay Lightning. Who's gonna win, New York Islanders or Tampa Bay Lightning?
New York.
Islanders.
Islanders, says Kate from off screen.
Yeah. I'm going with the Islanders as well.
I can be leaning
Yeah.
into Islanders. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
me too. I
Islanders,
think
sure.
I'm going Islanders too.
Yeah, somebody in
I
chat
have a
note
hard time
these
seeing them
things,
playing.
and then we'll
hockey in
figure out
town.
if we were right or not. Okay, next is I know I don't even have to click on the I know what these teams are based on their abbreviations. We have wait, actually I don't. It's the it's a Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Chicago Blackhawks. That's right.
Girl.
That's going to be a competitive
All right, so
game.
we have Ash's team, the Pittsburgh Penguins, aka we have more Stanley Cups than
I think
God.
the Blackhawks, right? Penguins waddle, and
Yeah.
they don't really move very fast.
Hawks
The
I feel-
Hawks can
Predatory.
fly and
Hawks.
I don't know,
Chat's
I think it's
behind
hard- I
Hawks.
think it's hard to pick against the Penguins because they're really good.
I feel compelled to go to the Penguins just out of like deference to Ash, who is loaning me her guest room. This
She
week.
will come in and fight us if we don't pick the Penguins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Penguins.
Yeah.
Penguins
I'm
for
afraid
Ash.
of Ash.
Oh,
I revised my
Penguins for
answer.
Ash.
Penguins for I'm scared of Ash. Okay,
Fair.
fair.
This is that scene from the new Fast and the Furious, like, show some team spirit, go Red Dragons, where The Rock is like bullying that government guy into cheering for his daughter's soccer team. It's that.
Oh my God, how many games are going on tonight?
A lot of them.
It is
But it's
hockey
hockey
night
season.
in Canada.
Holy crap!
There's
Oh.
even there used to be a song.
Where are we at?
Okay,
Paycheck.
we're
Yeah,
not
it
as
used to be so.
near. Okay, next up we have the
remember that
Minnesota
song.
Wild versus the Washington Capitals. Who's going to
Capitals.
win, the Capitals or the Minnesota Wild? Which one has
Where-
Ovechkin? Isn't it the Capitals?
I
No.
think I know somebody on the Capitals, so I'm gonna say
Ovechkin
Capitals.
was on the Washington team for a while.
Yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
say Capitals because
Does he
my
still play for
local
the
Capitals?
town's
Caps it is.
team used to take their name from the Capitals.
Okay,
I
great.
have no horse in this race. Caps
All
it
right,
is.
we're calling it for the Capitals.
Yeah.
All right, then we have Colorado versus Nashville. The Colorado Avalanche versus the
Avalanche.
Nashville
Avalanche.
Predators.
Avalanche.
I was going to say Nashville
because
because
heck the Avalanche.
they also
Heck them.
Heck the
really
the
not like them?
Avalanche.
Heck them.
Why do you not like them?
Heck them.
They're just
That's
just
not an answer.
they're a
Now,
random
is the
group of humans.
Nashville-
who
Okay,
have
listen.
no-
Okay, Matt.
The
I mean-
Nordiques?
I'm feeling a lot of tension,
Right?
a lot of anger coming from you. Can you please explain why you want to heck the Avalanche, which I believe heck is the strongest word we can say on this
Yeah.
Yeah,
PG-13
like
podcast.
that's a stage
No.
above bus.
I
Like,
have-
that's angry.
I have never liked the Avalanche.
Have you ever been to Colorado?
No.
Okay.
I'm sure I would find Colorado to be quite
They have
lovely.
great
I have always strongly disliked the Avalanche. Not for any reason that I remember, I just don't like them.
They've always struck you as
It's just because
They
it's
bring
just
your
because
frump on?
you don't like the cut of their jib.
They bring his frump
So
on.
I believe it's the Avalanche who had the Canadian goalie from Sherwood Park, Alberta, that I have to feel some affection for because my husband tutored him through his comp sci course.
Ah. Well, the Avalanche were previously the Quebec Nordiques, and
That's-
I had no problem with the Nordiques when they existed. It's just heck the Avalanche.
Sorry, I still going Avalanche.
All right. Okay. Well,
I know. I hear
that
Matt
today's
Wiggins.
games?
I
No,
hear
no, there's
Matt
still more.
Wiggins.
How many?
there's so many
There's
games.
so many hockey
I had no
games.
idea. It
This-
just keeps going. All right,
This
next.
going till shift change.
So what we decided on was despite Matt's extreme dislike and wish of hecking, he hecks
I
them.
hecked them.
He hecks them. We're going with the Avalanche on that one.
Slightly below
The
next
singular-
thing
I was gonna
somewhere.
say-
All
it's
right,
the singular
now
hex.
here's one that I have a horse in the game for because our next game, which is tonight, is the St. Louis Flyers versus our closest local team, the Vancouver Canucks.
Oh,
Who do we think is going to win versus the Flyers and the Canucks?
the Canucks are doing better than expected this year, but what was
That's not
expected
saying
of the
much.
Canucks this year was
Not
not
good.
saying
I'd say,
much.
which means the disappointment comes later in the season then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going Canucks. I have to go Canucks.
So
Canucks.
you're picking Canucks.
I'm picking the Canucks.
I'm not gonna-
That's a mistake.
They're gonna do it. They're
That's like picking the Leafs, you know. I mean, I went
They're
back
better
and
than
forth,
the
but
Leafs.
I didn't pick the Leafs.
All right,
Chris
next.
hockey games, so
All
I'm
right.
not gonna say anything.
I'm okay with the Canucks. I feel like it's the only hockey team I've seen play. Or it's the St. Louis Blues. I'm sorry, it's the Philadelphia Flyers. I was looking at the little wing.
Is the musical note?
Yeah, it's the musical note with the
Okay,
wing.
so it's
Blues.
St.
Blues,
Louis
whatever.
Then
Sports.
Definitely.
Three more
Blues.
games. Boston, the Bruins, who famously beat the Vancouver Canucks
Boo. Boo.
for the Stanley Cup, versus the San Jose Sharks.
Oh.
Sharks.
Sharks. When you're a shark,
Sharks are
you're
mean.
a shark for life.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
eat jets and then you spit them out because you're not actually a cannibal.
Yeah, that's
That's
how
how
that
That
sounds.
would be rude.
Sharks.
Classic.
Chat clearly disagrees with us, but Sharks.
Bruins, Jets.
I was saying
I was
Bruins.
I'll just-
Bears versus. Oh, this is bear versus shark.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, but what we here in the room are on to sharks. Okay, last two games, and these ones have already completed, so I can tell you if you're right or not.
All right.
First, we had the Calgary Flames versus the Philadelphia Flyers. I think this is the Philadelphia
Flames.
I'm
Flyers.
going strong flames.
All right.
I want the Flames
Show
to
of
win.
hands, Flames.
Yeah.
Like, I want them to win.
Show of hands, Flyers.
Flyers.
Calgary girl, you know.
Calgary.
And survey says.
Calgary 5-4.
Oh!
My boys!
Boo!
Good work, Troy.
Yeah. All right.
Nicely done.
Go Canada for surprising us.
Hey, Canada.
1 second. Sorry.
Moment of surprise.
The last game is I'm sorry. I need to click on this one. Oh, this one is
There's
live.
only one team there's only two teams that you haven't named at this point, I think.
It is. Oh crap! Sorry. It's the Arizona something
What?
versus the Ottawa Senators. ARI.
We already did
Like-
the Sens.
We did the
We already
same.
did
Oh no!
We're
It's
done.
done. It's done.
Who
Hey!
won?
And then the final was 3-2 for Arizona.
Oh!
Yeah, that was the game that was in overtime. and I
Yeah,
guess
that was the
we
game.
did.
Is in overtime. I'm
So
sorry.
that's
I'm
I'm
getting.
2 for 2.
Oh, you're 2 for 2, Andrew.